To celebrate that victory, your boy's got a haircut. What is up, Finn fans? 22-12. Feels good. Knocking the Patriots. Their season is over. Done. Kaputski. How you doing? See you later. Done. We're going to do a deeper dive into that. Also, one of you guys sent me a card. So that'll be a comment of the day. Before we jump into the deeper dive and all that good stuff, we got some things to talk about. First and foremost, the Jets won a game. The Jets beat the Rams last night. They're not getting Trevor Lawrence. They might get one of the next quarterbacks, but they're not getting Trevor Lawrence. They beat the Rams. And in hindsight, something even more hilarious, they have the Seattle Seahawks first round pick. So by beating the Rams, it clinches Seattle to make the playoffs, which then in turn makes their first from them go further down. It's just like the Jets cannot stop shooting themselves in the foot. Hilarious. The other thing, today the Miami Dolphins waive Antonio Callaway. He just couldn't get on the field. And when he got on the field, he just didn't do much. He disappeared. He wasn't really being used as much. Will they bring him back? We'll see how that all pans out. I think with the fact that Devontae Parker and Jakeem Grant and Gesicki probably will be back for Saturday's game against the Raiders. What I heard was from Brian Flores that if this was a need-to-win game or if this was like a playoff game, that those three guys would have played. But it's just that, hey, they took the chance. Let's let them rest. We'll win anyway, which they did, and we'll play them next week. So I think the fact of, we have Ford back in the mix, we have Perry, we have Bowden Jr., then Grant and Parker will be back, and maybe Preston Williams. A lot of you guys asked about Preston Williams. Until you hear him come off IR, there's nothing that can be done. So maybe he comes back too, but they waive Antonio Callaway. And the Pro Bowl votes came out today. I waited till 7 because I wanted to talk about the Pro Bowl. And only one Miami Dolphin made the Pro Bowl, and that is Xavier Howard. He made it first corner because he's the best corner in the league. Buffalo Bill fans are out of their flipping mind, but just Xavier Howard made the Pro Bowl for the Dolphins. And I know the Pro Bowl's stupid. It's a popularity contest and this, that, and the other. But it just shows how stupid it could be because just Xavier Howard. Tucker gets over on Sanders. Like, are you kidding me? Sanders is this season probably the best kicker, missed less than Tucker. Also, Emmanuel Ogbah didn't make the Pro Bowl, not even as a backup. They have Myles Garrett in there, who makes sense. He has 11 sacks on the season. Then they have Joey Bosa as second with 7.5 sacks. Ogbah has 9. And then not even, okay, fine. Joey Bosa doing really well, whatever. What about third string? Frank Clark with 5 sacks. Seriously? Again, popularity contest. I don't give a flip. We'll see how the all pro is where it matters. All pro. Xavier Howard will make all pro. Ogbah will probably make all pro. Some of the more Dolphins will make all pro. All pro is where it matters. So I just wanted to talk about those things real quick before we jump into the deeper dive. Also, you can get yourself a patch and you want the Don Shula patch. They got stickers, all that stuff. Patchvibes.com. Use the promo code DDW. You get 20% off. So why don't you go over there, check it out, and use the promo code. Now, yesterday's win for the Miami Dolphins, like I said, knocked the Patriots season out. Done. Kaputski. Bills already clinched the division title. I said congratulations, but don't be so happy about it. Don't hold on to it too much. But looking at the AFC, the playoff race, right? I was doing some things. If you go to NFL Playoff Machine, you can pick games and do all those things. And I looked at the rest of the schedule, and I picked how I thought the rest of the schedule was going to go. The Steelers play the Colts and then the Browns, right? If the Steelers win the next 2 games, which is very likely, the Colts are a good defense, but it's very likely that the Steelers could beat the Colts and then beat the Browns. If the Steelers beat the Colts and the Browns, there is a possibility, and the Dolphins obviously win the next 2 games, there is a possibility for the Miami Dolphins, pop it up, to get the 5th seed. So I know Engraven, me and him on Twitter go back and forth. Be sure to follow us both on Twitter, laughing and joking because we're both kind of rooting for the same teams to lose and win so we can get the playoffs. But again, Engraven, My dude, if we both go 11-5, if the Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Miami Dolphins and the Colts all go 11-5, because of tiebreakers, Dolphins will get to the 5th seed, the Ravens get the 6th seed, and Cleveland gets the 7th seed. And then the Colts get pushed out, and the Titans win the division. So I think Ravens and Dolphin fans should be rooting for the Steelers to win the next 2 games. And then we all make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We're all making the playoffs. And the one last final thing before I go into some stats and then I open the comment of the day card. Savon Ahmed broke 122 yards yesterday and I think 1 touchdown. Before the game, he talked to his grandmother who was in the hospital, and he told her that he was going to rush for 100 yards. And he had that motivation, and he did it. He ran really well, but you also got to give it to the offensive line. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit. You also got to give it to the tight ends that really helped him. But it's just a cool and nice story to see that, you know, he did it for his grandma who's in the hospital. So we all hope that she's, you know, getting better soon and she'll be out of the hospital soon. But I think that's just a really cool story for hearing why and his motivation to break 100 yards. But now let's talk about yesterday's game. Let's talk about some of the behind the scenes. 3rd downs. The Patriots were 2 for 9 on 3rd downs. The Dolphins were 7 for 12 on 3rd downs. That is a big reason, also the run game, why the Dolphins were so dominant towards the second half of the game. The Patriots could not score a touchdown. They were just kicking field goals. Speaking of that, the Dolphins and the Saints are the only team right now in this season to have 3 games where their opponents hasn't scored a touchdown. Dolphins versus the Patriots and the Jets twice. I don't know who it is for the Saints. But yes, you say, oh, it's the Jets. Jets scored touchdowns on the Rams. Jets scored touchdowns on the Bills. Jets scored touchdowns on better teams in people's mind. Dolphins held them out. Only 3 points in 2 games. So there's that. Runs. Big runs. Big runs for the Dolphins. Runs of 31 yards, 24 yards, 14 yards, 13 yards, and 12 yards in the second half. Big chunk yardage play to put us in field goal range and to let us matriculate and eat that time up. It's been 7 years. 7 years since the Patriots have been run on like they did against the Dolphins yesterday. 7 years. It's been a longer time, 2008, since they didn't make the playoffs. It's because of the Dolphins. Last year it was because of the Dolphins. They had to face the Titans and they lost. I see why Patriot fans hate Dolphin fans so much. Real quick, we're going to talk about the defensive rankings. Points per game allowed. Dolphins are still second. Steelers are first. Opponents' 3rd down percentage. Dolphins are first. 32% of the times the opponents score a 3rd down. Dolphin defense is ridiculously dominant. Sacks, the Dolphins are tied for 10th with 37. Again, huge jump from last year. And takeaways, the Dolphins are first with 26 takeaways. This Dolphin defense is incredibly dominant and the biggest reason for their success. Talking about success, Tua Tagovailoa. A lot of people were saying, you know, Bill Belichick is 19-5 against rookie quarterbacks. Well, now he's 19-6. Tua Tagovailoa did really well. They tried to throw some exotic blitzes at him. They tried to get in his face. They tried to disrupt him. When being blitzed, he was 6 for 6 for 56 yards and 6 first downs. He also was sacked once, but he also rushed for a positive gain the other time. Blitzing did nothing to him. His pocket presence, his phone. The more Tua was playing, the more Tua was dealing with the NFL, the speed, getting used to his guys, getting used to his receivers, all that stuff, the better he is getting. I got something to talk about, but let me talk about the last stat before I talk about Tua and I talk about a New England Patriot writer. Shaheen and Smythe helped with the rushing tremendously. Off the left and right end, they ran 8 times and they got 75 yards on those runs. 75 yards. Big chunk yardage off of the ends. And that was a lot due to Shaheen and Smythe help blocking on the outside. You'll notice a lot of times they'll do those big packages with the big wing on the single back formation. They had those tight ends in there blocking, helping out. But going back to what I said about Tua Tagovailoa, right? I think his name's Ben Viola or Ben something. You guys, if you guys can comment below for people who don't know who I'm talking about. But there is a beat writer for the New England Patriots. And he bashed Tua and said, in a nutshell, I'm not even going to really pop it up and give him the publicity, but he said that Tua took a backseat in this win And Tua does, and he keeps saying Tua isn't playing well and all this stuff, right? It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Just so you know, he's verified on Twitter. Why, I don't know. But why would you need, or why would you force your guy to throw the ball if the run game is so dominant? If the opponent's going to keep giving up the big chunk yardage, why would you force your quarterback to throw the ball? It just makes no sense. To be, oh, well, Tua only had 100 yards and this and that. Yeah, because we rushed for over 200 yards. There was no need for him to throw. There's no need for him to put that pressure on him. And a lot of guys ask about opening up the playbook, and one of you guys asked about why would we throw it on, I think it was 3rd and goal, which caused the interception. A lot of the RPOs and a lot of the plays from yesterday and in general, Tua gets 3 options. He reads the defense and he picks the options. That one play, he tried to run it on his own, and then he tried to throw it. He tried to make something out of nothing, and he already talked about that he needs to stop doing that. Took a sack, the ball floated, interception, right? But if you look at the rest of the game and the way the rushing was working, that was because of Tua. Because the way these RPOs worked, and if you notice a lot in the pistol, he'll have Bowden, he'll have Perry, or he'll have Ford go in motion. He looks at the defense, he reads the defense, and he decides, am I going to hand the ball off? Am I going to keep the ball? Or am I going to keep the ball and throw it? And if you notice, he was very, very smart and very successful at reading when they should hand the ball off versus when he should keep it and throw it. He had a very good day yesterday. And like I said, the more he's playing, the more he's getting better, the more he's getting comfortable with playing, the better he's going to be. Just imagine how this kid's going to be next year when he has a full training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and preseason. It took him a hot minute to get into the groove. Rams game wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Cardinals game was a fantastic game. Bengals game was a fantastic game. So those are the glimpses of him being great. And yesterday, right? Keeps the ball, runs up, tries to make something and nothing, causes an interception. Goes to the sideline, you see he's pissed. Next time they get down in that area, what does he do? He keeps the ball, runs in for a touchdown. He's learning. He knows. That's the thing about Tua. He won't make the same mistake twice. He will learn and move on. It's just a beautiful thing to see, and I'm very excited. So like I said, there's potential for the Dolphins to get the 5th seed. We would just need the Steelers to win the next 2 games. And then the Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens can both be in the playoffs. So I'm going to tweet this out so Ink Raven knows, hey, we both can make the playoffs. Let's not root against each other until we have to play each other. But fun fact, in that scenario, if you notice when I popped it up, I'll pop it back up. We'd be playing the Titans. We wouldn't be playing the Bills. We'd be playing the Titans. I also had the Titans losing to the Packers. That's why they went 11-5. If they beat the Packers, I don't know who we'd play in that situation. Let me check real quick. If they beat the Packers, we face the Bills. So if they lose to the Packers, we face the Titans. If they beat the Packers, we face the Bills. And I'd want to face the Bills because I don't think they're playing their starters. Week 14, you already have Stephon Diggs who's injured. You don't want to put a chance of anyone else getting injured, so I don't see them playing. And especially if the Steelers win tonight, they'd lock up their position, and then the Buffalo Bills can't pass them, and they're stuck either at 3 or 4. So, but that's the video, guys. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think of potentially being the 5th seed. Let me know what you guys think of the Pro Bowl. I don't really care, but I like to give you the news. The fact that Clark and Sanders and Agba got snubbed. Let me know what you think of that. All the stats. I'm going to give you guys comment of the day. Now, this comment is a card. It's from Tracy, one of my mods and one of the Patreons. If you guys don't know what a Patreon is, you get to join. It's a monthly thing where you get special videos. You get to join the Discord, all that cool stuff. But he sent me a card that I will open for you guys because he took the time to send it to me. So I'm going to open it. It has a letter. So he says, Fins up. First off, you remember me. I'm one of your mods. You call me one of your best mods. I feel that I'm not, but I'm just humbled. I'm an aspiring Dolphins YouTuber. Well, be sure to let me know when you start making videos. I'd love to check it out. I have a GoPro 3 and a laptop plus my phone, but I'm not your average YouTuber. I may be humble until it comes to our Fins. I'm straight vulgar. I don't have any content. I get intimidated when I record. Any tips? This is a good question because a lot of you guys asked me this. Just do it. You just got to do it. You got to get comfortable. You got to sit there. You got to, Just do it. Just do it. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get talking to people. My Dolphin channel has to do with Solo D, Miami Sports Music, who's a very, very cool guy. If you never checked out his music, be sure to check him out. I'm his top DWA supporter. I'm a DWA in the flesh. Look up to you, man. I know I can do this. I just need help. I don't care if I get 5 thumbs up. As long as I can drop DWA news videos. I understand you have a lot on, so I hope these letters find you well rested. Because, damn, homie, your eyes look like they missing a number during the birthday. I also want to share that there is a song, Solo D, called "To a Time" after Sunday's game versus Kansas City. I feel "To a Time" lyrics speak the truth. Please listen and play it for your subscribers. I also been talking to Solo, wanting you and him to do a video together. A lot of us fans do know who Solo is, DWA. Also, if there's any research you'd like for me to do for future videos, I would be proud to do it as well. Earn my bones. Sorry, sloppy writing. Too much coffee. Please don't think I'm weird. I'm just passionate, hardcore Finn fan. Comment of the day: Dolphin Commando Solo D. Thank you Tracy. I really, really appreciate the card. He sent me a card that says, "Just want to wish you and your new family a very Merry Christmas. Now enjoy watching your baby girl grow up. Even though we've never met, I got love and respect for you, your brother, in Dolphins fandom, Tracy." Thank you, Tracy, for the card and for the awesome letter. Yes, if any of you guys want to do this, if any of you guys want to start a channel, if any of you guys want to become a Dolphin anything, just do it. It doesn't matter what type of camera. It doesn't matter how. You just do it. Talk. Have fun. Don't take it too seriously. Don't be nervous, because it's just you. I'm by myself here. Even if I had all 18,000 of you guys in front of me, it's just you guys are my family. Just see it that way. Act like you're talking to me, or act like you're talking. Just do it. But Tracy, I hope that helps you out. And thank you so much for the card, bud. I will put this in the background. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that, brother. But other than that, that is the video. This week, I have a ton of videos that have to get put together. The preview video is coming out Thursday because the game is on Saturday. I got a special Christmas video for you guys on Friday. We got the live stream on Saturday. The picks video is probably going to come out Wednesday. Big jam-packed week this week, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit the like button. But that is the video. Be sure to check out Fanatics Network, a very great YouTube channel and site that I'm a part of. Check out Fan to Fan Network. Me and Jason Sarney are teaming up, and the Miami Dolphins ambassadors, so be sure to check that out. Other than that, I'll see you guys Wednesday with the picks video, unless bigger news breaks. But like usual, guys, stay classy. My fins up.